Let's also talk about the activism integration. Now, the aggressive KKR and Bain battle for Fujisoft, which approached hostile territory, is viewed as a sign of market maturation rather than excess. When we are talking about sector expansion, PE is penetrating deeper into Japan's industrial core and expanding into smaller and medium enterprises as well. And this leads us to the emerging concerns at the risk. Despite the warm welcomes from the Japanese establishment, several concerns are beginning to surface as private equity's reach extends further into the country's economic path. First and foremost, the foreign ownership of the industrial assets. Now, industry observers estimate that major international PE firms could eventually own 30 to 40% of Japanese SME market. While this may benefit the macroeconomic efficiency, questions are arising about whether the Japanese public market should instead be sorting out these consolidations domestically. The second concern is the rising leverage levels. Portfolio companies are now typically leveraged at 5 to 7 times EBITDA, reaching 8 to 9 times in attractive sectors with mezzanine financing. Thirdly, we have the valuation pressure. Intense competition is driving up auction prices, potentially compressing future returns. Private equity executives acknowledge that the exits over the next 5 years will be the real test. One executive also noted that this is an enormous pressure from investors to deploy, and that the price doesn't matter the way it should. Fourthly, there is governmental monitoring. Now, governmental officials indicate that they are closely monitoring for signs of excess, even as they continue to see overall benefits from the sector's presence. And lastly, and most importantly, there are the cultural fit concerns. Now, as private equity extends into regional companies, managers may be less comfortable with financial engineering. The industry's tolerance may depend on its continued utility in driving Japan's manufacturing base.